what you need.
If you want to be in the militia, train like it.
I must finish this.
What is it?
Congratulations! That's an amazing coincidence! Let me assure you, my friend, you're in for a wonderful treat. Not everyone receives one of my vouchers. Puts you right to the head of the line for my most delightful creation, the Jubilee Cake. You've never had one of my Jubilee cakes? I suppose that makes sense. I don't make them for just anyone, you know. The people here in Pact Territory especially enjoy the flavor of the honey. It comes straight from the source in Skyrim. I'll make a fresh Jubilee cake, but you'll have to gather the ingredients while I continue to fill my orders. I need bananas, flour, and honey. Buy them or find them, doesn't matter to me. Just bring them back here, and you'll be eating cake in... You must have smelled the deliciousness wafting out of my mixing bowl. Doesn't it make your mouth water? I can't talk right now, though. I have so many wonderful cakes to make. Don't want to disappoint my clients. Popular? Oh, I've had nobles and Daedric princes wait years for one of my confectionery creations. That's why they call me the Prince of Pastry and the Patron of Pies. My cakes are grand and elaborate, and they are absolutely delicious. You'll see. must have smelled the deliciousness wafting out of my mixing bowl. Doesn't it make your mouth... A touch of this, a pinch of that.
The manifest is full, but I'll...
See? That didn't take too long. It's amazing what a skilled chef can do with the right ingredients and the proper equipment. Cake? I don't know. This one came out so well, I might just keep it for myself. Just kidding. You earn this special cake. Wait until you taste it. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Rat. Do we slaughter Dominion children in their cribs? It's not done.
Excuse me, please? I have a message for you. If I may be so bold, you match the description I was given. I have a message to deliver to you, if that's all right. An old wizard hired me, called himself Abner Tharn, and claimed to be a battle mage in service to Emperor Varan Aquilarius. Oh, if you can imagine such a thing. He was quite insistent I find you and deliver his words exactly as he relayed them to me. Forgive me, but I can't duplicate his imperious inflections. The great Abner Tharn requires your assistance. With it, we can end the Three Banners War. Report to me immediately, if not sooner. He asked me to mark his location on your map.
Practice now, talk later. Take this seriously.
Mastering a weapon.
The Regarder won't get...
Fancy a life of treasure hunting? Cyrodiilic Collections needs you! Adventure! Discovery! Join Cyrodiilic Collections! Oh, hello there. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Welcome to Lilmoth, the festering jewel of Black Marsh. Argonian words, not mine. Doesn't strike me as all that festery, but I digress. How would you like to join an exciting expedition? Oh, the most worthy kind of expedition. A journey into the distant past. Not the literal past, I mean, that would be crazy. We're exploring one of the Argonians' ancient Zanmir pyramids to find a priceless relic, the Kajinjat crystal. To preserve it for future generations, of course. So much of the Argonians' unique history has been lost. With your help, we can pull this antiquity out of the mud and share it with the world. Discovery, adventure? What could be better? You've made a great choice in joining us, friend. The other members of our expedition have already gathered near the western gate. I'll be along shortly. I just need to check on a few things. This is exciting, right? Oh dear. Where are my manners? I apologize. My name is Famia Mercius, or Famia speaks with round tongue to the locals. I'm Cyrodiilic Collections' chief antiquarian here in Murkmire. Oh, so you're that adventurer she mentioned in her letters. What a welcome coincidence. Concordia has been invaluable to the effort. One day, I'll finally convince her to visit. Oh, just over 3 years at this point. I'll admit, it takes some getting used to, but once you... Ow! Ooh! Sorry. Once you settle in, you'll never want to leave. Doing your research, huh? Excellent. The local Argonians call it Ishtaj Thitithil Met. Literally, the exact egg cracker. Evocative, right? We just call it the Ishtaj Zanmir. I have it on good authority that we'll find the Kajinjat crystal inside. Apparently, it was vital to some kind of ritual, but that could mean practically anything. According to my research, ancient Argonians performed rituals constantly, large and small. Even so, this crystal clearly deserves a place in our collection. Oh, most certainly. Jewelry, idols, who knows? We sell some of these more common items to private collectors. Not for a profit, mind you. Just enough to keep the operation afloat. For the most part, no, they don't. The Argonians here in Murkmire, they don't see things the way we do. When we first arrived, I tried to include the locals in our work, to get their blessing, you know? Fine, I guess. The truth is, the Argonians just don't care about their history all that much. They live in the now. Past, future, those concepts are totally foreign to them. Once our museum is finished, though, I'm sure they'll take an interest. Well, I do know a little something about how to get along here in Murkmire. The first thing I'd suggest is making connections with the local tribes, the Wasik Halil in particular. Sorry, I slip into gel sometimes. The Argonian tongue, the locals say I'm a natural. Anyway, the Wasik Halil are also called the Bright Throats. They're quite friendly. Artisans mostly. Clever traders, too. Very good friends to have in a pinch. Most of the Murkmire tribes are cagey, but polite. There is one tribe I'd avoid, though. The Deadwater tribe, or the Nagakor. They're Nagas, a strange breed of Argonians with a very prickly disposition. They don't like outsiders. Not one.
Come work for Cyrodiilic Collections. We pay for services rendered. Exciting place, right? If you need an excuse to get out of this pit, the outfit I work for is looking for bodies, in more ways than one. Interested in a job?
You have seen my postings. Word of Zul Motas staked across Murkmire with dagger and nail. You come for the death hunts? I reveal the obvious. They are hunts for death, or rather deadly things. My tribe puts out the call for warriors to gather and pursue Zul Motas. That is my purpose here. Truth, Varro Hosidius keeps up on our needs as well. Come to either of us, and you may join those who seek out death. You are here now. Is death what you seek? Death comes in many forms. Monsters chief among them, no matter the number of legs. What you face depends on the needs of the Naga core. No matter what we ask of you, you will be tested. Part of Cyrodiilic Collections, a warrior past his prime. Broker's jobs in Lilmoth now. He gets his cut for those he sends my way, regardless of whether they survive. Good. I reveal the Zul Mota each day. You gather your warriors, do as I ask. If you survive, you will have the respect of the Naga core and the spoil. I offer a test of spirit and skill that will push you to your limits and perhaps lead to your swift and painful death. There is no greater honor for a warrior of the Naga core. I rage at marauding blackguards. They raid our land, attack our tribe. Now they place supply caches in the echoing hollow ruins. The Naga core need a brave outsider to enter the ruins and destroy the caches. Do I speak to a brave outsider, Ojel? Enter the ruins and set fire to the supply caches. Also, kill the mire gaunt that the stupid blackguards awakened. Walks like thunder is too dangerous to live. Do these things for the Nagakor tribe, and Bolu will reward you. You appear confused. Must I explain the task again? I reveal an embarrassing truth. No, the Nagakor despise outsiders, but a good hunter makes use of every available tool and weapon. You happen to be a perfect tool. I respond with truth. No one knows. Mire Gaunts have been here as long as Argonians. Maybe longer. Some think they are the wrath of Murkmire. Others that the Hist sends them to teach lessons. Worst is, walks like thunder. Very bad. Very dangerous. Mire Gaunts are part of the land. Strike one down, it comes back later. Like stinkweeds or swamp grass. Besides, I do not expect you to kill walks like thunder, though I hope to be wrong. We really need the Nightbloom vine. I am a skilled hunter of the Naga core. You would say dead water in your tongue. We are ruthless warriors. Our village lies far to the north and west, deep in the marsh. We are proud, set in our ways. The tribe has no love of outside. I reveal my opinion. I am more traveled than my egg-kin. I see uses for all. The Naga Corps needs someone to go to the Hollow, and I think that's a good use for an outsider. Just beware walks like thunder. It will fall on you like a toppled tree. With utmost disappointment, I admit that Naga lead this band of despicable outlaws. Laggards cause trouble throughout Murkmire, but some have targeted the Naga Corps tribe. If they fortify Echoing Hollow, they will be unstoppable. Even an army of outlaws needs supplies to wage war. Food, weapons, armor. Without supplies, the blackguards will depart. Ah, like all cowards, they prefer to walk the easy path. Burn their caches, and the easy path becomes hard. They hate that.
Have you heard that Cyrodiilic Collections managed to obtain the golden skull of Bilakar?
What? Really? Why, that artifact has been lost for centuries.
Precisely. Makes me wonder who could possibly accomplish such a task.
Someone of note, that's for sure.
Do you like treasure? Come explore the swamp with Cyrodiilic Collections.
All right, Chuksu. Good day, traveler. Is there something I can, help you with? Is it that obvious? Yes, I am. Well, no, not really. I've come to ask Sulakish, a former agent of the Shadow Scales, to help arbitrate a dispute. But speaking to an assassin, even a retired one, is a terrifying prospect, to say the least. Well, if you don't mind, to introduce the issue, if nothing else. The dispute is between Nurhe and Pahisa, who both claim rights to a nearby salt rice farm. They've already both agreed to accept Sulakish's decision. Thank you, Nico. You've at least given me time to work up some nerve. And please, be mindful to show Sulakish only respect. It would be best not to invoke her anger given her past affiliations. Both defendants claim inheritance of a salt rice farm previously owned by the now-deceased Kimaru. Nurhe, a local trader, claims the farm as collateral for debts owed. Pahisa, egg-sister to the deceased, claims it by familial association. The Saxleal of Murkmire don't exactly have laws as understood by outsiders. Small disputes are handled by an arbiter of both parties' choosing. This could be anyone, though it tends to be the tribe's tree minder. I worked for Kimaru for several years. As a neutral third party with an interest in the farm's well-being, I volunteered to arbitrate. Unfortunately, all attempts at negotiation have failed so far. I worked for Kimaru and her alone. While Bahesa was present, she did little to help the farm. I barely even spoke to her before this dispute. I just want the farm to be in good hands. Simply put, the Shadow Scales are an order of assassins that have been present in Blackmarsh since time immemorial. Among the Saxhleel, they are both feared and respected. Sulakish is of an advanced age, which is a rarity within her order. The Shadow Scales serve Blackmarsh in many ways. Their role in our society is much more nuanced than mere killers. They help keep the natural order of things, as it were. Sulakish has simply decided to take a more direct approach to that role. I don't believe so. Their order may be secretive about their practices, but I doubt many are so open about their judgments. However, Sulakish has now granted Lilmoth her wisdom many times. She will see the right path. In this, I have faith.
Get out of my way, Kuda.
That's always a good attack.
Oh, I need to get these calendar tablets back.
Can anybody help me?
Many apologies, traveler, but the Zinche Konu is not able to take visitors at this time. Did you not come to see the monument? The Zinche Konu is an ancient calendar. Each of its 12 tablets represent a month in the year's cycle. Unfortunately, all of these tablets were recently stolen. That's the sting. The thief left behind a book of riddles describing each tablet's location. However, I must admit that I am unfamiliar with much of Murkmire. It took me days to piece together the first tablet's location. I erect the spine of thanks. You'll find the first tablet in the belly of the Myrgaunt that lurks near the infamous Black Rose prison. Feel free to take the Book of Riddles to help in your search. It does me no good. Oh, the Zinche Konu is not merely a calendar. It is a powerful kuvaste, a catalyst of needed change. When seeds must grow, it gives us rain. When sprouts sink in mud, it brings the sun. As Jekawas, it is my duty to watch over the monument. That is one of its purposes, yes. It would take 100 tongues, 100 years to speak all of the Zinche Konu's secrets. It is one of the few remaining monuments from our days of stone nests. The days of stone nests is one of the many terms used to describe the period of time when the Saxhleel created Zanmir, with the foolish notion that we could build that which time would not change. We have now learned better, of course. To mock me, I'm sure. After all, I lack both the knowledge and means to seek out the tablets myself. The sooner you aid me in this, the better. I would rather suffer 1,000 Myrnats than the disapproving gaze of Niswo Parazi. He who held the title of Jekawas before me. Now he is a Niswo, a priest of Sithis. It was Parazi who taught me all I know. I cannot let him know I failed him in such a way. I simply couldn't bear the shame.
Ruhi, come for the bonding ritual. Not to partake, obviously. You're early either way. You might want to make yourself scarce until it's actually time for the ceremony. The bonding ritual is very important to the tribe. Everyone is under a lot of pressure to make sure everything is perfect. There's some commotion in the village right now. Raised voices, tempers high. Not the best time for kind of you to offer. I guess that would be all right, since you're not an envoy from the local tribes. Don't say I didn't warn you. You'll want to speak to our tree minder, Pavu. She'll know what to do, and give you a proper welcome. I'll just stay out here until things settle down. If anyone asks, I'm hard at work, gathering plants for the ceremony. You've never heard of the Brightthroats? We're very well known in Murkmire. Our crafts are highly sought. We trade with most of the tribes. Lilmoth, too. That's why the bonding ritual is so important. It renews our ties to the other tribes. A marriage, you would call it. No, a honeymoon, I think. We choose who will lay and sire the next clutch of our eggs. We Brightthroats invite the other tribes to send envoys and bond with our tribe. Without them, it would be bad.
How joyous it is to see you return unharmed. Tell me, were you able to find the Vaka tablet? Most excellent. Only 11 more tablets, and the Zinche Konu will be complete. And though I can no longer aid you, I do wish you luck. Please, take this reward. You have done much to earn it. Please, let me know as soon as the 11 remaining tablets have been found. Each tablet represents a month in the year's cycle. Vaka, Zich, Sisei, and so on. As with the dry skin calendar, there are 12 months in total. Without these tablets, the Zinche Konu is powerless. I will do you one better, actually. I have recently written a book on the subject, The Seasons of Argonia. It is right there on my desk. Feel free to have a look, and please let me know if you have any notes.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around a history, Lilmoth is a merchant town with no true leadership. That is why there are so many travelers in this town. Deeper in the swamp, the tribes tend to be more isolated and hostile to outsiders.
Professor, can you tell us what an Uzith Biko is? I've overheard some Argonians referring to it, but I'm not familiar with the term.
Oh, well, it's a term used for a ritual partner that performs,
In the dry skin tongue, you would say nest friend. I am sure you can draw the meaning of such words. You are scholars, after all.
Are you an adventurer? Oh, have I got an adventure for you?
My hatchling lives because of you. I tell all I see, so...
I'm busy. Very busy.
Despair over lost ones. Those I must avenge. They blind me.
History. Can we truly discover the truth of the past? Or are we forced to view it through the eyes of the victors, the survivors, and the silver-tongued poets? Forgive me. My passion for historical knowledge often overwhelms me.
So much. Your steps show determination, and your eyes curiosity. Tell me what you seek, Biko. Ah, yes. I carved this many seasons ago. I hoped it would convince my beloved Kudnakal to join me for our tribe's next bonding ritual, but I lost the totem before it could be presented. Of course, this was when I was still a female. The Hist, in all its endless gifts, allows us to change many aspects of ourselves. Our gender is but one. I highly recommend such a change, should you ever get the chance. If we had spoken a week ago, it would have been so. But as fate would have it, Kudnakal has recently undergone a change herself. Thank you for bringing me this letter and totem. They should make fine gifts for my beloved. I will present these gifts to Kudnakal when the next bonding ritual is announced. I simply must tweak my poem, perhaps refine my carving, and all shall be ready. The ceremony bonds those who have chosen to lay an egg together. Many dryskins compare it to a wedding. This is not entirely accurate, of course. While there is always respect between the bonded pair, romantic feelings are not strictly necessary. I had every intention to. Days I devoted to carving, to writing just the right words. I worked outside the village, not wanting Kudnakal to see my gift before it was finished. And then, a bog bloat invaded my camp. Exactly so. I had no time to carve another totem before the ceremony, and so the opportunity was lost. But thanks to your kindness, I have been given yet another chance. I erect the spine of gratitude to you, Biko, as do my future hatchlings. Each tribe has their own traditions, but there are commonalities. A tree minder performs the ceremony before the hist. The bonded pair are blessed with good health and vibrant fertility. And then commences the bonding, as it were. This varies. Sometimes the decision is based on an emotional connection, other times merely a physical attraction. Some tribes even use such ceremonies to strengthen their political connections. Take the Brightthroats, for example. Oh, well, I simply believe we would have very becoming hatchlings. That is all. Well?
We need relic hunters, and we're paying well. Come, let's talk.
And we couldn't stop laughing.
Have you heard that Cyrodiilic Collections managed to obtain the golden skull of Bilakar?
What? Really? Why, that artifact has been lost for centuries.
Precisely. Makes me wonder who could possibly accomplish such a task.
No need to come any closer, stranger.
I can hear you just fine from there. Yet you are not Chukzu. Lost his nerve, did he? He may have a way with words, but still lacks the will to speak them. A shame. I will help with this dispute, but need you to be my eyes. As you can plainly see, I lost my sight long ago. I need evidence if I'm to properly judge. Speak with the two claimants, Norhei and Paheza. Seek their truths, yes, but also their lies. Both will help my decision. It also wouldn't hurt to check the farm itself. The midge lingers. Do you seek anything else? Naturally. Speak. We are ones born under the shadow. Trained as assassins and given over to the Dark Brotherhood. Those of us fortunate to live long lives, however, must learn to serve Sithis in other ways. So I have become a Kuvaste, an agent of needed change. Many think of death as an end. This is only partially correct. Death is also a beginning, a cycle turned again. The Shadow Scales see this more clearly than most, and so we are tasked with sharing our wisdom with others. Sometimes, quite suddenly. Disputes stem from a refusal to accept change. This creates stagnation. A stuttering tongue cannot be trusted to say what must be said. Sometimes, the words can be coaxed into being. Other times, it must be cut from the mouth. Right to the point. Tell me, how old do you think I am? My, what a charming little liar you make. I'm much older than that, of course. When my eyes began to fail me, I knew my role was fated to change. I now honor Sithis through my guidance, rather than my blade.
Hatred and sadness, thirst for revenge.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
Your voice is more beautiful than the croaking of a bosa sato.
Ah, fresh meat. More gold for Zadaza when you die.
What do you want? That sniveling little slug. Chukzu was supposed to handle this himself. Well, what more do you want to know? The farm was my egg sister's, so it belongs to me now. A fair claim by anyone's standards, I would think. No. But why would she need to? Of course she would want me to have the farm. All I want is to sell the damn place and move on with my life. Look, it's all I have left. That and Kimaru's grave stake by the docks. Her memorial, of course. When a Saxlail dies, their lives are honored with the carvings on their grave stakes. If you're so curious about who my sister is,
Why don't you go look for yourself?
So, Famia reels in another adventurer, eh? This one admits you seem stronger than most. Zadaza gives you 2 in 3 chance of surviving. Fair odds, yes? Ha! Only for wide-footed bumblers. Unfortunately, Famia has a weak eye for talent, and Murkmire is full of clumsy risk-takers. But don't worry, Walker. This one has been on 5 expeditions with Famia, and only seen people eaten by salamanders twice. Only this. When we find treasure, take no more than you can carry comfortably. A heavy purse will make you slow, and being slow will make you dead. Oh, and if you see Zadaza running, you should run too, in the same direction. Simple. Any other questions for Zadaza? Or do you simply wish to get to the running, dodging, and screaming?
Up to, duck toads, and watch your step. This pier is made from wicker and prayers. I've no time to chat. It is a busy day, and I need to make sure this shipment is off before the next tide. Take your business elsewhere. The Shadow Scale? I see. My claim on that farm is as watertight as my trading vessels. Kimaru, may she be at peace with the Hist, owed me several debts before she departed. That farm acts as collateral. It is as simple as that. We were business associates. I would buy her salt rice crop and sell it in far-off Central. The cats like to put moon sugar on it. When Kimaru fell on hard times, I offered a loan. Unfortunately, she died before it could be repaid. That skooma-addled Kuda couldn't tend a crop if her scales depended on it. She may be Kimaru's egg sister, but she cares nothing for that salt rice farm. It would be run into the muck before the next season. Of this, I have no doubt. As the Dryskins would say, an idiot. You have but to speak to Pahesa once to see the truth in my words.
What?
bring more wine?
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles, found deep within the swamp.
Oh, Galish, such things you say.
This work isn't going to do itself.
By the hiss, whatever will I do? Pardon me, traveler, but have you a moment? I was recently attacked by a flock of hackwings and lost a possession of grave importance as I fled. If you would but help me retrieve it, I would reward you most greatly. A plain wooden box the length of my forearm. Last I saw, it was nestled in the beak of one of the hackwings that attacked me. I believe it may have brought the box back to its nest, just northwest of this dock. I'd not ask this of you if it wasn't a matter of grave importance. The box contains a memento from my village that I simply cannot lose. Will you help? Many thanks, traveler. You have calmed this elder's heart. I shall await here for your return, of course. And take caution. Hackwings are dangerous creatures, and quick to strike. As I said, it contains a memento from my village. I haven't been able to return, you see. It's my only remaining connection. Because there's nothing to return to, I'm afraid. Imperial raiders attacked my tribe. They slaughtered many and burned down our hist tree. I've been a wanderer ever since. It was a long time ago, traveler. Still, that memento is all that I have left. I'd be most grateful if you could help me retrieve it.
Progress is slow, but steady. A good suit of...
The Regarder will... The Regarder will...
So much to do.
Don't like my price.
We'll have no disturbances here.
You fought Regada and Drablog. These targets can't scare you.
Mastering a weapon.
What?
The Regada.
Selling, buying.